What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here on Madden 25 here for another rebuild, as we have two teams left to do, and arguably they're the two best teams in the NFL entirely, that being the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions next. But today, as you guys can see, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs obviously don't really need my help whatsoever. They have won Super Bowls already as it is. Let's just go ahead and jump in because we're doing all 32 teams and rebuild the Kansas City Chiefs in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we're working with when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, one thing I will say about this Chiefs team this year, and it was kind of similar to last year as well, they don't look unstoppable, right? Like, they've been in really close games. Like, Carolina was a very close game. They have some other close games. The Broncos almost beat them. There's a lot of close games they have right now, but I will also say it was similar to that last year where they kind of felt like, oh, they may not go all the way, but then they turn up in the playoffs and they make it to the Super Bowl. I could see a very similar thing happening once again. And Madden loves the Kansas City Chiefs as far as I'm concerned. So, but obviously, as we can see, this is a damn good roster. So we should inevitably make it. Isaiah Pacheco also has returned from injury, so we're going to go ahead and throw him in there. So, I don't know if he's like going to be starting. I'm sure him and Hunt will, split carries or whatever. Rasheed Rice is out for the season, unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead, and then Hollywood Brown is actually, I think, supposed to return if I saw that correctly. So we can actually throw him in there as well. So maybe not wide receiver 2, but maybe like wide receiver 3 or something, or wide receiver 2. So something like that. We'll go ahead and select the rest of year one. Obviously, we'll be in the playoffs. We'll probably have the bye as well. So just like the Eagles video yesterday, the goal is to probably at least win 2 Super Bowls, if not 3 in this video. At the end of the season, we do finish up at 14-3, and as expected, we do have the first round bye. No surprise there. Offensively, we're 6th in the NFL, and we take a look at the defense side of football as we were 2nd in the NFL. So both sides of the ball, fantastic. Exactly the kind of mold you need to go win a Super Bowl. Travis Kelce did finish with 1,000 yards. D-Hop with 700. Sacks-wise, you had 6 from George Kalafis, 6 from Chris. I almost said Carlton Jones. 6 from Chris Jones, and then Tershawn Warden with 5.5. And then you had 2 interceptions from Connor, and then 2 from Brian Cook. So let's go ahead, jump into the next round, and see who is going to match up against us in divisional weekend. So on to divisional round. We got, let's see who it's going to be. It's the Chargers. So we get our fellow division rival, the Los Angeles Chargers. So let's see if we can come out here and beat the Chargers to get to the next round. So Justin Herbert and the Chargers, fellow division rivals. Divisional games, as we all know, can be very strange, but obviously we're in the playoffs. We expect to turn up and go all the way to the Super Bowl here if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're going to go up 6-0. So no touchdowns just yet, but we do have the lead, and they have done nothing on our defense so far. We've only kicked field goals, but thankfully they have not scored a single point. And nope, still have not. It's the 4th quarter, and they have not put up anything. They finally put up a touchdown, but it's probably too little too late. And just like that, we beat the Chargers 14-20. We need to score more points in the AFC Championship, but a win is a win. That's what matters. Let's go ahead and see who we match up against in the AFC Championship. So interestingly enough, in the AFC Championship, it is the team that beat that beat the Chiefs in regular season, and that is the Buffalo Bills. But I'm pretty sure that's how it went last year too. The Bills beat them in regular season, and then obviously came the playoffs, and the Chiefs won. I believe, if I remember correctly, Tyler Bass missed a massive field goal. So let's see if we can come out here in this snowy environment and beat the Bills, as they're going to jump up 3-0, but we are going to score a field goal in response. They kick another one. We need touchdowns, and we have not gotten them just yet. It's 6-3 still in the second half. And no, I thought we were about to score on that drive. We do not. And the Bills are going to take the 13-3 lead. Can we score here? Yes, 13-10. And we are not going to get the ball back. So we are, in fact, going to lose to the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship, which is pretty disappointing to say the least, because, like I said, I wanted at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls in this video. Well, what can you do? It's back to the drawing board. Let's get into the offseason, and we'll have Rasheed Rice fully healthy, so that should help out. But more work to be done in order to get the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl. So we'll see if we can do just that. So the amount of points we put up in the playoffs in general was pretty disappointing. And I just saw the Commanders. So I'm rocking my Commanders hoodie. But they actually won the Super Bowl over the Bills, which is pretty exciting. I don't think that's going to happen in real life. That'd be pretty crazy. But exciting stuff nonetheless. But we got $44 million in cap space. So let's go ahead and see who our free agents are. So you have Creed Humphrey, which is, yeah, no-brainer there. Trey Smith, same thing. So and Trent McDuffie, which is a 5th-year option, thankfully. So we're going to accept that, clearly. George Kalafis, we're going to accept that as well. And then what else we got? Justin Reed, who's a free agent. Damn, we got some free agents to worry about here. How do the Chiefs keep all these players? I don't really feel like I never see these players in free agency. So, wow, a lot of free agents to worry about. Holy moly. Okay. Well, let's go take a look if there's any obvious cuts first and foremost. So let's see that to start with, because we might lose some talent in free agency. So is anybody? So we can't restructure Mahomes, obviously. We can cut Joe Thuney. We can cut Jawan Taylor, which we will absolutely do. 27, but I mean, just clearly not worth the value we're getting right now. So $10 million will be freed up to help us resign some free agents. Kelsey, no, he's a Chiefs legend. Brian Cook, that saves $1.5 million. I don't really know if that does too much. So that being said, let's see, honestly, if we can just keep the most important players here. So Creed Humphrey, clearly going to be important. So let's just start there. So hopefully he's just going to resign. He is back, so that's massive. Trey Smith, same thing. Going to be an important resign here as well. So we're probably not going to have any money in free agency to work with, if I had to guess. And Justin Reed's important. Nick Bolton is important. Marquise Brown, Rashawn Wharton. But to me, out of all these, I really want to keep Nick Bolton the most. So I'm going to go for Nick Bolton. And if there's money left over for Justin Reed, we'll resign him too. So no, he's not interested in signing. We have to keep Nick Bolton, I think. Ooh, that's going to give us no money at all. Do I test it in free agency? I guess we might have to, man. I wanted to keep Nick Bolton, but may not be able to. Justin Reed is going to sign back. Okay, so that's going to only give us about $4 million in cap space to work with after that. Tershawn Wharton, do we have money for him? No. So that is going to be very tough, and we're not going to be able to get Nick Bolton back. Everyone else is just going to have to be we're going to have to let them walk. So we'll go take a look what our lineup looks like after all that. And I'm really hoping that Generate Best Lineup is finally working in Madden again. I did not put on the setting Reorder Depth Chart itself. We'll see if that button is actually working again, because I haven't used it, and it's not working, is it? No, it's not working at all. So that is not working, which is annoying. Can I turn Reorder Depth Chart on now, or is it too late? Let me go take a look at that really quickly. So league settings. Can I put on auto reorder depth chart now, or is it too late? Auto reorder depth chart, where are we? And yes, we can. So we're going to put auto. Since Generate Best Lineup doesn't want to work, we'll put that on. And now let's go take a look at our lineup, hoping that it fixed it. So we have Rashee Rice, and then we also have, who else? Xavier Worthy. So obviously, now the button wants to work. That's interesting. Okay, so Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice. We also have John Ross. I think that's John Ross, right? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Or is that someone else? Justin Ross. Sorry, not John Ross. So Justin Ross. And then on the offensive line, looks good outside of actually, both our tackles could use some work. Pacheco, clearly the running back. So not a lot of money to work with at all. And definitely some holes on the defense to worry about. So we are definitely going to be in a little bit of a tough spot. But we're going to have to just make it work somehow. So really unfortunate. Nick Bolton was the one I really wanted to keep the most. And I do think I still want him back. Is there going to be a way where I can get him back? So we have $60 million in cap space, I guess, left. So that should, in theory, give us enough to sign Nick Bolton back. But I don't know if he's going to sign with us. So Nick Bolton is going to be my number one priority, in my opinion. And then a D tackle is definitely important, too. So where's number one option right now, which is good. Let's go take a look at the tackle spot. And Tershawn Wharton would be good, too. But he doesn't have enough. We don't have enough money to get him. So if we get Nick Bolton back, I think I'd be happy with that, because I think keeping him is pretty important. But hopefully he signs with us and he does come back. So that's massive. We need Nick Bolton to come back. All right, so I think the rest is probably going to have to be through the draft if I had to guess, because we don't have money to spend at all. So another wide receiver. Tackles is going to be a need. We might have to work with Worthy and Rashee Rice. We have Kelsey still and Noah Gray, who's really stepped up lately. Right tackle, left tackles be important. The interior of the offensive line is great. Linebackers look good. Corners are okay. D tackles is kind of in a rough spot. So yeah, a lot to do, but not enough draft picks if I had to guess. So we'll just kind of see what we can do heading in the draft. There's any free, or is there any cheap D tackle we can sign really quickly if I can look at that? Because that's a massive gaping hole right now. So DJ Jones or Levi, let's see. Do we have enough money for him? Just barely don't have enough money for him. What else we got? Maurice Hurst, Derek Nottie, who was just here. We do have just enough for him. It just gives us somebody there, a body at that spot. So if we can get him, that'd be great. And we are going to get him to sign. Okay, so that helps out a little bit. Now let's head to the draft, where we're going to probably have to draft a wide receiver, a couple tackles. And if we can get a corner, there's low-key some holes that we need to fill. And we're not going to have enough assets to do it, unfortunately. So we'll be picking at number 30 in the draft. So let's go ahead and see who we get with the 30th overall pick. I think the first pick has to be a tackle. Honestly, our tackle spot's pretty weak. So let's take a look. So we have, some quarterbacks on the board, but we're not taking a quarterback. So you have Tyler Booker. We have a tight end and Tyler Warren. We have Siobhan Revel on the board as well. Maybe there isn't a talented tackle here. So Walter Nolan. Do we come down the board? I mean, we might have to take Trevor Booker because we could take Josh Connolly out of Oregon, but Trevor Booker might be the best, offensive lineman available, and we can slide him if we need to, I guess. So let's take a look at Trevor Booker, see what he's looking at. So yeah, his blocking looks good. Or sorry, Tyler Booker, I should say. He will be our pick in the first round. So number 58 true value, but he is going to be hidden dev, and he's going to be playing probably tackle, if I had to guess. So that'll be our first round pick. And now we can head to round 2 and kind of see what we can get in round 2. It maybe would have been, a good decision to maybe trade the pick as well, maybe get some more assets going forward, but we decided against that. So what else we got? We got another tackle on the board in Missouri guy, and he looks, so I think that addresses both the needs that we needed. So I'm feeling good about that. Number 85 true value, drafted him at number 62. So both positions of need are filled. And now we can go to round 3 and probably draft a wide receiver. Oh, we have an early round 3 pick. I don't remember what trade this is from, but that is very helpful. So what do we got here? So we got quarterbacks, which we're not taking, obviously. We have a corner, quarterback, a running back, Nick Anderson. I think we're going to take a wide receiver, and I'm going to go ahead and take Nick Anderson here. So that's going to give us another body for Mahomes to throw to. So number 100 tribe and true value, but he is going to be hidden dev. I will say when we start the next series, I'm probably going to do a new draft class just to kind of freshen it up. But let's go take a look at our other round 3 pick. And then this one, I think I'd prefer a corner, but I don't know if that's going to be available to us. Kyron Lacey, Swenson. What else we got? Any corners available to us, or probably not, if I had to guess. So Ollie Gordon, low key, kind of good value here. We do need another running back, so I'm going to take Ollie Gordon here with this pick. So we're not going to address the corner, but I think Ollie Gordon's a terrific pick. Pair him with Pacheco, so I like that a lot for the offense. And now we can get into next season and see how this next season will go after all the moves we made this offseason. Mostly was just keeping our guys, but obviously some of the new additions coming through the draft. All right, let's go take a look at the lineup going into year 2 as we open up the season against the Denver Broncos. But here is your lineup going to year 2. So we have Mahomes, Pacheco, Ollie Gordon, who's pretty damn good. He's going to be 83 overall fullback as well. So we're going to move Tyler Booker also to left tackle. So he is going to start immediately right away. And then our other tackle, as you guys saw, was starting on the right side as well. So Tyler Booker is going to move to left tackle. Hopefully he can be good right away to kind of address the offensive line there. So let's see. 72 overall, but I'm still going to throw him in there because he can develop strongly. And then I don't know how to say his last name, but as you guys can see, our new tackle, Nick Anderson, is going to probably get some run right away at the wide receiver 3 spot. So we're going to have to look at slot wide receiver and see what it is. But Worthy, Ollie Gordon, Mahomes, Pacheco, Travis Kelce. So offense looks pretty good. And then defensively, we got a new safety in town, which is good. And we might low-key just throw him in the starting lineup right away because he has hidden dev. So Watson, we have Connor, we have McDuffie, we have Donna, Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, George Karlaftis. So that looks all really good. And then let's see our slot. So our slot wide receiver is Rashee Rice. So he is going to obviously play in the slot. So Nick Anderson will be the next guy up. All right, let's go ahead and simulate year 2. I mean, I think we'll make the playoffs. If we don't, then something is seriously wrong. But I will see you guys in the playoffs. And hopefully this time around, just like we did in the Eagles video, we lost in the first season, but hopefully we can go in year 2 and go win the Super Bowl. So at the end of the season, we finish up at 12-5, and like I always say, since I don't see us with a wildcard game, either we missed the playoffs entirely or we got the bye, and we got the bye. So, or no, we didn't. Wait, did we miss it? No, we got the bye. I don't know why I was tripping for a second. I thought we didn't. I was about to say, but no, we got the bye. So we're 12-5 on the season. That would have been wild. I did miss the playoffs at 12-5, I think, in the Bengals video. So it's not impossible, I guess. But offensively, 5th in the NFL, and defensively, 6th in the NFL. So both sides of the ball were still incredible. 44-8 from Mahomes. Pacheco with 13 touchdowns, 954 yards. Ollie Gordon didn't get much run, but I still think he used incredible value where we drafted him. Rashee Rice, 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns, so he was incredible. Nick Anderson, low-key, right out of the draft, was good too. 800 from Worthy, so everyone got involved on the offense, which is great. You had 10.5 sacks from Chris Jones, 5.5 from Karlaftis, 3 from Nick Bolton, and then you had 4 interceptions from Justin Reed, 3 from Bolton, and 3 from Chanel. All right, let's jump into this playoff game, or I guess we're not in the playoffs just yet. We're in our same path as last year. Let's see who we draw up in the divisional round. We got the Chargers last time, and this time it will be the Steelers, who finished up at 9-8. So let's jump in and welcome in Pittsburgh to Arrowhead Stadium. Hopefully our offense can score more points this time around, because if not, we could be in trouble. We were really scoring. Russell Wilson's still playing, by the way, so that's interesting. But we stopped them on defense, and now we don't do anything on offense. We get an interception from Nick Bolton. Can we go score on this? Yes, we do. Finally a touchdown. It feels like we were only scoring field goals in the last playoff run, and it's still a very close game. So we're not out of the woods yet, as the Steelers are going to kick a field goal. Man, this is crazy that the Chiefs are struggling this badly. Are we going to lose this? It's 13-7 with 33 seconds left. I can't believe I have to jump in and save the day here. This is actually insane. And I might not be able to, man. Sometimes I'm just trash at Madden, and I can't make it happen. So we have no timeouts, and we need to get a touchdown. So this is not going to be the easiest thing to do in the world. But thankfully, we have Mahomes, so maybe we can make this work. Worthy. That's going to be under... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. He got out of bounds, too. That could not have worked out better. Holy crap. Wow, that was actually insane. Well, we got to get in the end zone now. So that's all that really matters at this point. So I think we'll have... Ooh, I think Rice... No, he's not going to be there. Rice is there. Rice, get in there, please. Yep, okay. That was easy. That was so easy. But the Steelers can, in theory... No, we got to make sure they don't. Let's play all defense. Got to make sure they don't get in field goal range all of a sudden in 17 seconds. So let's make sure that does not happen. Because if they do, we could be in trouble. So 17 seconds left in the clock. Low key, I feel like I'm going to find a way to screw this up. I'm not even going to lie to you. So let's just make sure no big play. Okay, so that's underneath, and that's an incomplete pass anyway. Honestly, I would have rather have that been... Nah, actually okay with incomplete. But I can't believe I'm having to jump in a divisional round right now. I feel like we should just be busting the Steelers right now, and we're just not, man. So, all right. I'm going to continue to play zone because I'm not trying to get beat over the top somehow. And them having 3 timeouts is tough, man. If they didn't have 3 timeouts, I'd feel even better about this. And that's going to be, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, Pickens is a stud. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Are they going to kick a field goal? No, we can't play. It's saying to play. Oh my gosh, this is... Wait, I did not mean to click this play. Oh my, they're going to get in field goal range. I so screwed this up. We got to get a sack here. Oh my gosh. Why are they throwing a Hail Mary? You know what? This actually worked out in my favor. I don't know what they're doing, but they low-key could have played that a lot better and gotten field... You know what? I'm not even going to complain. I don't know why they went after Hail Mary. Make one more play, get Boswell in field goal range, who's one of the better kickers right now. You know what? Whatever. We're moving on. That's all that matters. And for the AFC Championship, it won't be the Bills this time, but it'll be the other threat in the AFC, that being the Baltimore Ravens. I will say the Ravens have been kind of inconsistent this year in real life, but this is obviously the next season in the Madden world, so we'll see. They went 11-6, so we were only one game better than them, and they're going to score on their first drive. We have not been putting up points consistently in the playoffs, so if we don't score here, we're going to lose, or if we don't put up points, we're going to lose to Baltimore, but thankfully, it looks good right now, and we get a massive interception on Lamar to put us up 17-7. But not out of the woods yet. It's 10-17. We got to score here, and we do just that. Another interception. So Lamar, once again, folding in the playoffs, unfortunately. Just like that, we punch our ticket back to the Super Bowl, and let's go see who we play there. But, man, those clutch plays in the Steelers game was exactly what we needed, because that was only 2 plays, and I scored a touchdown in 30 seconds. I mean, that's the beauty of the Chiefs, I guess, right? They can do whatever they want with whatever time's on the clock. And now we're jumping into the Super Bowl, and funny enough, we probably get the battle of the 2 most annoying fan bases. At least that's what it is for me based off where I live. You know, there's a bunch of Cowboys fans here, which I'm sure they're everywhere. There's a bunch of Chiefs fans because I live in Kansas, and I know Kansas City's not in Kansas. You don't have to comment that. Someone always says that, but it's the closest team to us, right? Closest NFL team to us, so there's a lot of Kansas City Chiefs fans here. It gets annoying sometimes, especially with how good they are right now. So let's see if we can come out here and beat the Cowboys and get another Super Bowl ring for Patrick Mahomes, as we're going to go up 7-0. They're going to kick a field goal, and they're going to get back in it. No, another field goal. Okay, 6. We threw an interception. Mahomes has been throwing picks in real life, so that's not out of realism, and we are going to be up 13-17, though. Cowboys are going to kick a field goal. We got to score here. We do 16-20. We get a stop, a sack. That was a massive sack. We go drain out the clock. We do. And just like that, we bring another Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I know. What a great accomplishment, right? I did so much work in order to do that. But just like we did in the Eagles video, we got to see if we can go back-to-back. We get the second one done, and now let's go see if we can win in the third season as well. But no matter what, at least we got a Super Bowl in this video. We beat the Cowboys. Let's go see if we can have another terrific offseason and get another one. I'm definitely a little nervous about this coming offseason because I feel like there's a chance we're not going to have a ton of money to work with, and there's going to be a lot of guys to resign. So yeah, kind of as I expected, we're going to have $6 million in cap space, and I think Kelsey is going to be a free agent, which is going to be important. And yeah, so we're not going to have a lot of money to resign anyone, really. So let's see who's all a free agent. So, oh gosh, Pacheco's a free agent, and so is Leo Chenal, Joe Thuney. Oh, we're not going to be able to bring any of these guys back. We only have $6 million in cap space. How are we going to resign these guys? So Kelsey either retired or I don't know what happened to him, but I guess we'll go see if there's any like money to free up, because right now we are in trouble if we have to resign all these guys. I guess it's a good thing we resigned or we drafted Ollie Gordon, because he might take over for Pacheco. So Chris Jones we can't cut. Drew Tranquil, I mean, none of these guys would really free up that much money, and except for Chris Jones. And Chris Jones obviously a massive part of what the Chiefs do. So we're gonna lose like what? We're gonna lose Pacheco. We're gonna lose Leo Chenal. We're gonna lose Joe Thuney. We're gonna lose Watson. We're gonna lose Derek Nottie, which we kind of knew would be the case. So we're gonna definitely have an uphill battle going into next year. Maybe we could bring back, but no, just not enough money. Okay, what we could do though is look at restructuring contracts. I didn't really think about that. So let's go take a look and see if we can restructure salaries, because we're trying to bring it. Can I restructure Mahomes' contract again? Oh, wow. That's free up 35. Yeah, we got to do that, right? So that will screw us next offseason. That will free up $4 million. That doesn't do too much for us. 20. Yeah, I mean, let's do it. So we're going all in this next season. We will have no cap space in next season. Thankfully, we're not doing another season. But that's going to allow us to re-sign pretty much everybody here, which is good. Pacheco. We might even have some money left over to sign some other players, which is also cool. So glad I looked into that. So Leo Chenal will bring him back, hopefully. And he's going to come back. Joe Thuney will bring back at 33. And yeah, we're going to have no money left over. But I still think keeping all these guys was important. So Watson, Derek Nottie, Brian Cook. Yeah, we can bring back Jalen Watson. Why not? Let's do it. So that's going to give us about $6 million in cap space to work with. And we'll probably move on from Derek Nottie and get into free agency and take a look at what the lineup is looking like. I highly doubt we'll be able to do too much in free agency left over. I guess we'll probably have to address the rest of our needs through the draft. But let's take a look and to see if there's anything like too important. I know D tackle will probably be a massive hole. The offense is looking good. Other than Kelsey is gone. I'm assuming he retired. So Noah Gray is going to step up. And like I said, he's actually been pretty good in real life. So that's fine. Nick Anderson already up to an 83 overall is really clutch. So that's cool. Pacheco, Ollie Gordon still good. So offense to me, I don't feel like we need to touch anything on the offense. It looks good enough. So defensively, the only thing that I feel like, another corner would be great, but I guess he went up to superstar, so maybe we don't even need another corner. So defensive tackle is the only spot that I feel like we need something. So, I'm going to go look at free agency and see if there's any D tackle we can sign for the money that we have, but I'm assuming that's not going to be the case. We low-key also could trade for one. So there is money to sign, like DJ Reader, and I think we might actually have no, we don't. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to go all in. Screw it, right? We're trying to win another Super Bowl anyway. We're all in on this next season, so we're actually going to go trade for a D tackle. I don't even care what it costs to, trade for one. And Madden, if you guys noticed this year, and I could be the only one that thinks this, but I feel like this year it is super tough to trade for anybody, man. It really is. So what D tackle do we want? We get Ed Oliver off the Bills. No, they don't. Or yeah, we don't even have cap space for that. What am I talking about? I didn't even look at his cap hit. I'm an idiot. So we need a cheap cap hit. So Walter Nolan, could have drafted him. Maybe would have been interesting. Let's see what else we got. Mike Hall, Vita Vea. I mean, we don't even have to go after anybody too significant. Like, we don't have to go like Buckner would be crazy. Stewart, I don't have enough money for. Not enough money for either of these guys. Grant, who just got drafted. Jordan Davis or Joshua Farmer. Stackhouse, Siobhan Hargrave. Lawrence Corleone. So some of these young D tackles that were drafted are already pretty good. Wingo, Kenny Clark, Deontay Wyatt. Kind of want to see if I can get Deontay Wyatt, honestly. That might be the guy we go after. Let's go to the Packers and see if we can get Deontay Wyatt. His cap hit is cheap enough, and I don't think it should cost us too much. Oh, or no, it's not. It's $11 million. What am I talking about, dude? I'm tripping over here. All right, what else? Tyler Davis. Just going to scroll through this even. I'm going to see if I get Brian Breesy. Why not? Let's just go all in. I'm going to trade my first round pick in order to do it. So 32nd overall pick for the Saints D tackle. They accept. All right, that was the 32nd overall pick, and we get a superstar D tackle. Can't be too mad about that. But with that being said, screw the draft. Let's just get straight into next season because we're looking good. That was our massive need, and we filled it. So let's go see if we can go on another run in year 3. So at the end of the season, we go 15-2, but it doesn't secure the bye, which is quite surprising. So who went 17-0? No, the Baltimore Ravens went 15-2 and got the bye instead. So the tiebreaker went to them. So we have to win a few more games than we've had to lately to get to the bowl, or I guess one more game, I should say, to be exact. 36-13 from Mahomes. Pacheco, 15 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. G. Rice, Noah Gray was really good in Kelsey's absence. Xavier Worthy, 1,000. Nick Anderson. So yeah, every receiver 8 on this offense. It's not a surprise with Mahomes as the quarterback. The 7 sacks from the first round, or from for the D tackle from the Saints we traded to get him for. Trey McDuffie with 6 interceptions and 4 from Sanders. I mean, the AI drafted me this guy, and he's been terrific, so that's fantastic. But all right, we get our division rival, the Las Vegas Raiders, in round 1 of the playoffs. So let's go see if we can beat them. And like I said, just like in the Eagles video, if we can go on another run to another Super Bowl. All right, so the Las Vegas Raiders, I actually have no idea who they're starting at the quarterback position, but they have Jacoby Myers, it looks like, still. So let's jump in and see if we can take a lead here. So we can't allow the Raiders be the team that eliminates us, right? Surely not. So we're going to be up 3-10, and they are going to kick another field goal. They had the ball out of the second half and could have maybe taken a lead there, but they don't. It's 6-17 instead, and they're doing nothing on offense, and that's going to be all she wrote. We're moving on to the next round. That was easy peasy. Who were the Raiders starting at the quarterback? It was Cam Ward. So Cam Ward was the quarterback for the Raiders. It didn't matter at the end of the day. We're moving on to the next round. And now for the divisional round, we actually get the team that beat us earlier in the AFC Championship, that being the Buffalo Bills. Some sweet revenge here would be nice. So let's see if we come out here and beat the Bills and move on. Those are going to go up 7-0. So we need to put up points if we're going to win this one, and we will tie it up. So 7-7, and the Bills kick a field goal to take the lead, but we'll respond with a touchdown. 14-10, and we have the ball out of the half, and we're going to go up 21-10. It's looking good so far. About to go in the fourth quarter with an 11-point lead, and now it's an 18-point lead, and that's probably going to be all she wrote. 35-17, so just like that, we do get the revenge we're looking for. We're going back to the AFC Championship, and if I had to guess who was going to be there for us, it'll more than likely be the Baltimore Ravens. So let's go see if we can beat them once again. And just as I thought, it will in fact be the Baltimore Ravens. So we're going to be traveling to M&T Bank Stadium to see if we can go win on the road to get to our second Super Bowl in a row. So let's see if we can go through the Ravens to make that happen. So we are going to start with the ball and go up 7-0, but the Ravens quickly respond. It's 7-7, and the Ravens are going to take the 14-7 lead, but we're going to tie it. It's 14-14. This is going to be a close game, and they're going to go up 17-14. We go score to take the lead. No, we tied up at 17-17. Now, it's a minute 51 on the clock. Low key, since we already won a Super Bowl here. Do I jump in and play this out? No, I'm going to let... Do I jump in and play this out? Yeah, sure, why not? Worst case scenario, I screw it up, I throw an interception, and we lose, whatever, right? The video's over. We already got a Super Bowl. But, and that's fine because the Chiefs, they've had enough Super Bowls as it is. So that's actually fine scenario if that does end up happening. Not that I'm going to make it happen on purpose, but if it does happen, because... sometimes I am bad at Madden. That is fine with me. So, nice little catch from Xavier Worthy. So, that's going to get us started here on this drive. So, that's a beautiful start. And now let's see if we can... I'm going Pacheco underneath. And let's see if we can get him out of bounds. No, that's going to have the clock running, I think. Yeah, no, he got out of bounds. They said he was out of bounds. All right, so that's good. So, this drive is already off to a good start. So, 2nd and 2, a minute 25. We're going to... this will probably end up going to overtime if I had to guess, unless if we go for 2, but I don't think I will in this scenario because I think there's going to be plenty of time on the clock. Rasheed Rice is going to catch that one, so we're even closer. We're driving downfield, which is exactly what we wanted. So let's see if we can get another nice completion here. I'm going to look for Worthy. Oh, Noah Gray on this route could be interesting too. He actually... I was looking at Noah Gray, and I'm just not going to chance it with... I think that was Kyle Hamilton back there, so I'm not even going to take that chance. I could have, but I don't know. I don't want Kyle Hamilton to pick that off there. So, all right, Worthy, Rice, one of you get open, and then this should be a touchdown. Rice, oh, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, that was a tough throw. I thought I could squeeze that in. Not a great ball on my end. All right, so we need a first down. So let's see if we can find someone for a first down. I think we're going to have Noah Gray for a first down. If I could turn up field, yes, we can. So we're going to call our... Oh, wow. He broke a lot of tackles there. We're going to call our first timeout. So we reset the chains, which was well needed in that scenario. And now we just got to get this in the end zone. So let's see if we can find a way to plug this in the end zone. All right. So Worthy... Worthy's there. So that's a touchdown. And that's going to give the Ravens a lot of clock. So they might go tie it up or might go kick the field goal to win. And they do. Wow. I could have jumped in and played defense, but... I guess I just left it up to chance. So we are not going to go back to back in this video. Unfortunately, the Ravens are going to dethrone us here. So at least we got one in the video. The Chiefs have plenty in real life as it is anyway. Mahomes, you know, he's off to a great start in his career. Hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Really sucks. Maybe I should have jumped in there, but I thought our defense, with it, how good it was, could, you know, step up and force overtime. Unfortunately, not the case. I'll see you on the next one. We only have one more left to do, and that is the Detroit Lions, and then we'll move on to some other things. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. Saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.